We often move through our days accepting polite words and social masks as objective facts, assuming the person smiling at us has matching intentions. This daily habit creates a very dangerous vulnerability. It allows us to trust the colleague who offers praise in a meeting, while we overlook the fact that they secretly track our mistakes for leverage. This vulnerability extends inward. Our own minds frequently manufacture excuses to delay difficult work, promising that we will have more energy or a better plan tomorrow. We are navigating a two-front war. On the outside, we are targeted by manipulators who use social norms as a shield. On the inside, we are governed by a brain evolved to prioritize immediate comfort over long-term achievement. Navigating both fronts requires moving past hope. Survival depends on the Stoic's primary tool: silent, unclouded observation that acknowledges only the facts of reality. Niccolò Machiavelli observed that social character is often a performance, a mask of benevolence constructed to secure trust or gain a tactical advantage. Words and promises cost nothing. Anyone can project an image of loyalty or competence when there is no risk involved and the environment is favorable. True character reveals itself in the margins. When a person believes they aren't being monitored, their actual motives leak through in small, repeated behaviors and minor lapses in consistency. The mask is hardest to maintain during moments of friction. Watch how someone responds to a loss of control or a period of intense pressure. That is when the performance ends and the truth emerges. By measuring people strictly by their consistent actions under tension, you gain the clarity needed to identify and bypass years of manipulation. You can sharpen this clarity by practicing strategic silence. In most social interactions, the individual with the most influence is the one who says the least. Withholding your own thoughts creates a vacuum that others feel a social pressure to fill. In that rush to avoid silence, deceptive or insecure people often reveal information they intended to keep hidden. This leads to the Shikuni strategy, identifying emotional triggers. Manipulators search for your pride, your anger, or your need for external approval to steer your choices. An emotionally reactive person is predictable. When your feelings dictate your response, your judgment of the situation becomes clouded, allowing someone else to direct your behavior. Instructive. Defensive awareness starts with a mental pause. When you are targeted with heavy flattery or a sharp insult, wait for the emotional spike to subside before you form a conclusion. Mastering your internal reactions creates a shield. The person who maintains control over their perception and refuses to react impulsively becomes a difficult target for any manipulator. Successfully reading the external world is valueless if you remain a captive of your own mind's avoidance patterns. Our biology is biased towards safety. The brain views the uncertainty of a major goal as a threat, diverting energy away from meaningful work and into an instant comfort loop. This prioritizes protecting the ego from the stress of failure over long-term progress. Perfectionism is often a sophisticated form of this avoidance. Waiting for a perfect plan is frequently a way to hide from the discomfort of starting. As long as a dream remains in the planning stage, it is safe from the harsh test of the real world. You never have to find out if your ideas are flawed if you never execute them. While you wait for a feeling of readiness that may never arrive, the days you could have spent building a future are traded for short-term ease. The cost of this delay is your long-term happiness. Breaking this cycle requires recognizing that motivation is a fleeting feeling. Discipline, however, is a structure built through the repetition of small, daily actions. You must commit to taking action while feeling intense biological resistance. Sitting down to work when your mind wants to escape is exactly how you rewire your brain for resilience. Use environmental design to lower the barrier to action. By removing daily distractions and organizing your tools, you ensure the path to success is the path of least resistance. Be wary of the trap of continuous learning. Watching videos about success or dark psychology can provide a false sense of achievement that masks the lack of actual progress. If you fall back into old habits, choose self-compassion over guilt. Guilt is simply another heavy emotional distraction. Acknowledge the setback and use your next decision to re-establish your momentum. True power is silent clarity, the ability to see the world without illusion, and the discipline to act in the face of fear. Rule your mind, or it will rule you.